belong to each other, whether we want to belong to each other or not. So this is a poem I wrote. I was asked to write this poem. I didn't have anything to write for Dan. So I wrote this poem, and this is how the poem happened. The night before the poem was due, I had not written the poem. And I was freaking out. I was like, because I didn't know what to write. And I remember going to my bedroom, I closed the door, for whatever reason. I got down on my knees and I wrote the poem in a kneeling position, leaning over my bed. It became Prayer for Jesse. Prayer for Jesse 1. And you know, I haven't read this poem in probably 20 years. Prayer for Jesse 1. I will smear blood under your eyes, stand in the same dream with you, hear your secret screams. I will watch the light pump your heart and worship whatever dream that swallows you. Your silence will not protect you, for I have declared war. Your speaking will cease, will be stopped. You will fear the visibility of my children's eyes, without which you cannot really live. We have declared a funny wartime. I stopped by your doorstep, stole your footprints, followed your shadow, dropping 3 grains of sand from each print. I placed your footprints in the small bags woven by African grandmothers. I will carry your footprints with me for 3 days. You and I will meet at the crossroads. I will toss your footprints in the direction I want you to go. Children play a funny kind of war. 2. Grandma used to say that your mama and your mama's mama didn't know nothing about babies born with veils. For surely you were born with a veil that they did not bury properly in the proper place at the proper time. Grandma said you were such an evil white boy because you'd seen the face of your own devil. Said if they buried that veil, you would have been marching right up there on TV with Dr. King instead of spitting on colored folks every night after the news. Grandma and Miss Gaynell said that the midwife who delivered you must have put a curse on you just because you chose to come her way on that day. 3. In your grandfather's barn, they found 12 white wax candles, a bag of oranges, several raw eggs, a bloody towel, 2 ducks, 4 wingless pigeons, 7 fish, a baby goat. They found all this spread on top of a bed of chopped apples and oranges. Facing east was a drawing of you. Only your arms were bird-like, your hair dreadlocked, your skin like ash. 4. Grandma said it should have buried that veil, but then white folks don't know no better. If I were you, I'd find me some scorpion heads, 9 needles, and bake them in a cake. If I were you, I'd dig in the earth and claim me a veil. If I were you, Grandma said you should go to the altar, grind you up some High John the Conqueror, and pray for rain. 5. When I was a little girl, all the grown folks around me watched you every night, talked about you must be somebody's necessary evil. You must have been somebody's mojo that had gone bad. These same old folks night later sat on porches, rocked in the dark, hummed your name, stitching the sounds in the darkness with forked needles. And even now, from my grandmother's grave, she watches over you, saying, "Wow, child, God sure don't like ugly." She's singing sometimes, saying, "Child, you ought to go to the altar. You ought to light you a broom straw. You ought to find out where your mama hid that first lock of hair she cut from your baby scalp." Grandma said, "You ought to go to the altar. Ought to sprinkle some cast-off evil incense on the floor mat of your car." Grandma said, "You better read the 27 Psalms for 9 mornings in a row." Yeah, They need to come by here and listen to the slaves crying and dance in their lynching light. They need to come by here. You need to come by here and ask for mercy. 6, your silence will not protect you. We are a warring people, known for capturing truth, known to stop sentences in mid-air. Your speaking will cease. You will fear the eyes of all children. You ought to get to the altar and speak in tongues. So this was kind of a